When will all these things stop in Nigeria? Imo States. A lot of you have heard what happened recently there. Country wey be say e dey kill ogbas like mosquito. Where una expect make dem get their liver from? Today carry their chest dey face when matter dey happen, when be say nobody dey take care of them. Do not forget that they too, they are humans. They cannot help when they do not have backup. That's why they are putting the work here. When it's too heavy, they'll just wash. See what happened, the massacre. See what happened in Imo State. You that have not seen this video, and leave your comments. It's so heartbreaking.
Of the Labour Party Governorship Campaign Council in Imo State, Nemeka Oberi is also a development economist. I thank both of you gentlemen for joining us on News Night tonight. Let me start with you, Commissioner of Information, Declan Emelumba. I mean, we're hearing of so much tension in Imo State, and understandably so. I mean, when security operatives, 8 of them in number, are killed, what do you expect? And it's not the first time this is happening in Imo State. Why do you think Imo State is a target? Do you think this has political undertones?
Thank you very much for having me, first of all, and then thank you for the question. Well, let me say that I want to quickly correct the impression. There were not 8 security personnel that were killed, there were 5. And like you rightly said, they comprised of both army, police, and civil defense, and just NDLA. So it's a team, it's a security team that went on assignment. Now, the truth of the matter is that if you look at the circumstance, you don't need anybody to also say that the thing has a lot of political undertone. First and foremost, the security operatives were lured. An Okada driver, I mean motorcycle rider, came and told them that there were some attempts to attack a petrol station in a nearby village. And they believed him and followed. Then when they got to a place where the road was bad, then that was where the ambush occurred. And they shot. And again, you know, they were about 13 in number, the security men. 8 of them escaped. And so 5 were killed. And it's not, out of the 5 killed, there's only 1 soldier that was killed. Now, the other point is that as we talk, the police has already arrested two of those gunmen, and they are cooperating, helping the police in their investigation. So why you will see that it's like we are saying that it happens so often in Imo, it's not correct, because if it is such a commonplace occurrence, it will be making news. For a long time now, we have not had any of something like this in Imo. That's why it is big news, and regrettably so, because it's not a good news. But the question you ask yourself is, all the opposition party people, as we talk, none of them has condemned this event, this incident, and that is very unfortunate. Because if you can't condemn this kind of incident, it means you are condoning it, and so why are you condoning it? So you won't blame anybody, you know, if they begin to give interpretations to it. Like I said, these people were lured into this ambush, so there's a motive behind it. So, but the good news is that the government is on top of the situation. Like I said, 2 of them have been arrested, and you can see that the way it's going, it won't take time before the rest will be apprehended and brought to book.
Let's quickly bring in Nemeka from our Lagos studios. Now, the primary purpose of government is to provide security and welfare for the people. Would you say that in this situation, the government has done enough to ensure that security is in its pride of place in Imo State? Or is it beyond?
You know, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that the Honorable Commissioner tried to play with numbers. Whether it is 1 person or 2 that were killed, life was lost. You know, it's very unfortunate that we play politics with matters of security, matters of lives and properties in Imo State. First of all, our security personnel had no reason to be murdered in cold blood. This is not the first time. Imo State is the only place. Go to practically all the police stations across the 27 police divisions in Imo State have been burnt by unknown gunmen. And it's quite unfortunate because the truth is, the sole responsibility of government is to provide security of lives and properties. And the assertion that the opposition had not condemned this killing is not true. The Labour Party candidate, Senator Atan Achon, even suspended his campaign today because of this incident and strongly wrote out a strong worded condemnation of this killing. And also remember, the same Senator Atan Achon, sometimes months ago, provided hundreds of millions of naira to the Nigerian police to fix and repair 9 armored personnel carriers to protect our military and policemen in the execution of their duties. Most of those armored personnel carriers, 5 of them were supposed to be in Okigwe zone. Those armored personnel carriers are nowhere to be found. It was even alleged that some of the operatives of the state government used those armored personnel carriers to rig elections in February 25th and March 18th in Imo State. There is no reason why the state government cannot provide 27 armored personnel carriers in every of the 27 local government areas in Imo State. We have made a strong case. Let me tell you, security of lives and properties should be the #1 objective of any government. Imo State have actually become the epicenter of insecurity in the whole of the southeast. And this madness started in January 2020. We have never had this kind of madness in Imo State until 2020, till now. Any serious government will not keep on obfuscating, passing blames left and right. To fix insecurity in Imo State sustainably will take nothing less than 26 billion naira. Atan Achonu, as the governorship candidate of the Labour Party, had made a clear case under his manifesto of what can be done, when it can be done, and how it can be done to fix the insecurity in Imo State. We have the template. Security is indigenous, and to fix the insecurity in Imo State, every of the communities, 650 autonomous communities, both the traditional, religious, and the people must be involved. It is so unfortunate that we keep wasting the lives.
Yes, let me bring it back to Declan Emelumba. He's the Commissioner of Information. Let him respond to some of the points that you've made. Declan, earlier you actually said that none of the opposition parties have condemned these terrible, dastardly killings in Imo State. But apparently he's saying that Ethan Achonu, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party, has put out very strongly worded condemnation of that. But I'd like you to address the issue that Nnemeka raised here, the 9 armored vehicles that are said to have gone missing. Were those vehicles delivered to your state government by Ethan Achonu, or was it delivered to the police? Do you know anything about the whereabouts of this 9 armored vehicles?
Well, first of all, let me start by saying that I try to clarify the number, because people say it's 8, and I think it's important. It's not that one person is not important, but we must get the facts correct. 8 and 5 are not the same thing. That is not to say that we accept that people should die. Of course, that's not. The governor was there yesterday. He sympathized with the people, so that shows empathy. And anybody thinking that trying to correct that means playing with numbers, that's not correct. Secondly, it's just saying it on television that Atan Achonu donated the armored vehicle. This is the first time I'm hearing it. And you are right to ask him, who did he give it to? Was the state government involved? Is it the police? Because such things are not done in secret.
Okay, are you saying the state government is not...
We're not aware of that at all.